A woman has been busted for driving 100 miles an hour. Her explanation for why she was doing it, she's not denying it. She's just saying, I was letting the Lord's Spirit guide me. This is unusual. She's a Florida woman. Lewis will not find that to be much of a surprise. Lewis talking about incredible Florida driving experiences many, many times. Officers in Fort Pierce observed 41-year-old Melissa Miller driving a silver Toyota south on US 1 with her arm out the window, blowing her horn for 10 seconds, according to the police report. When she was stopped, she explained she had been driving so fast because she was letting the Lord's Spirit guide her, and the Lord was telling her to blow the horn very specifically. God is very, very involved. With Pat Robertson, he was able to give Pat Robertson a political message using Abraham Lincoln quotes. He was able to very specifically tell this woman, I mean, it's understandable God would tell people how fast to drive, right, but getting involved in the details of whether or not to blow your horn is really specific.
There's some serious mental illness here.
You think that's what it is?
Yes.
She also said that she said a bunch of different stuff. Didn't God direct you, Lewis, once to egg someone's house?
I don't think it was God. I think it was a friend of mine.
God also happens to go by the name Captain Morgan in this particular case.
Oh, the captain, huh?
There's some question about whether this was not a mental illness issue, but a drunk driving issue. But that's not actually mentioned in the charges. She's just facing reckless driving, speeding, and violating probation.
You know, I've seen a lot of drunk people, and never once has any of them said that God influenced them somehow.
I actually think that this woman's religious freedom was violated.
You think so?
What was she supposed to do? Is she supposed to disobey the Lord because of man-imposed artificial speed limits?
What if she was right?
I know.
What if God really did want her to go 100 miles per hour?
Serious observation, though. Personal responsibility and heavy religion don't go together that well, do they? I mean, this is a perfect example because personal responsibility, but listen, God was telling me, I don't know, it doesn't seem like they jive.
If God did demand this, we're in serious trouble.
You think so?
Yeah.
What should happen to someone like this, Natan? And in other words, should they be tried? Like, okay, some people might really believe that God tells them to do stuff. For example, Pat Robertson. And some people might just be mentally ill. However, there is a blurry line between the two. Do you handle something like this as this woman is simply very religious, however, she still broke the law? Or do you handle it as this woman needs to be treated as a ward of the state? She's mentally ill.
Well, if you look at the picture that I've put up behind you, I think you get the idea that there are a number of illicit drugs that can cause quote-unquote spiritual experiences.
Yeah.
For example, LSD. So I don't want to jump to conclusions, but certainly either this person is totally out of her mind or she went out of her mind because of a drug she took.
Okay, so a lot of questions here.